says we are live. Let's see if it works this time and doesn't lag. Hey, Vincent, can you hear us okay? Is it lagging?
Hello? She's not coming.
Hey, Pastoria. Hey, Nick and Mike. Hey, Lee. Is it any better than last time? This is a test. This is only a test. Hi, Curly. There it is. Hey. Hey, Kyle. Like I said, we're just trying to see if this works out better than the last go around. Oh, good. Good. Ray's got to run into the house real quick, bring the dog inside, make sure dinner's getting cooked since I was trying to. The picture is a bit laggy. There's Ray. But we don't have any circles going around.
Snowball.
Snowball, go inside with Ray. Go on.
Come on.
Yes, I forget what it was called, but we got it plugged into the router. Mike, actually, that's what I got pointing over here, what I'm doing. I've had a lot of emails, and this probably is a better view of the car, the autism car that I painted. I picked up a bunch more cars today, and like there's that one, looks like a station wagon, this one, and I'm gonna do them. And I'm also gonna do a trolley. Ray wants a trolley. I'm afraid to put the link in, Lee. I don't want to have issues. Hey, Wigwag, I know you were on the other one, and I screwed up, so I'm back over here. But, hi, Ray. Hey, Mr. Ray. Getting back to Mike, yes, if you want to send a van, I can do it. But if you want one that I already have, I can do that. I can just send you one. Where is she? Let her come back in then. She wants to come back in. Come on, Snowball, you can stay in here. She wants to stay in here with us. Sorry, Ray just came in. Let's see. Lee, really? Do you want me to do an invite and see if it comes up? I can try. Remember, Ray, the camera's right there, so they can't see you unless you stand back or bend down towards the camera, because I moved the camera. There's his mug right there. So I can't bring you up if you're plugged in, Lee? Is it only Wi-Fi? Hey, Thomas. We're doing pretty good. We're testing this stuff out. If I miss your name, I'm saying hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Ray doesn't have any trains. Yes, do it. Okay, Lee. Everybody cross your fingers and let's see if this works. So I hit the invite. Oh Lord, I hope this doesn't mess up. Dave, hey, I'm hoping this doesn't screw up. Copy. It's still lagging a little bit. Not as bad as before. Okay, now let's see if I can put it here. Will it put it here? I'm trying, Lee. Come on. Dang it. Having issues? Yes. Mom is having issues. Oh, Mr. Ray just said, don't make Ray bend down because he farts. Yes, he does. He did yesterday while Mr. Ray was here. Yes, you did. A couple times, actually. Maybe. He said maybe. I don't know, Lee. It's not letting me. Let me see what is this. Okay, this is the first run, so let's just try and do this with us. And let you know what I'm doing. Hopefully some more people will come in. But until then, I think you guys saw on my other video. Oh, wait a minute. Now it comes up. Face. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit. I know, Dave. I'm just not a techie type of person. I'm trying. Hey, Dwight. Hey, did I get the right answer? You just got a crap load of cookies? In those big boxes? Put Lincoln. That's what I was doing. I'm trying, Lee. I'm trying. It just doesn't want me to do it. I was wondering if you can do a boxcar for me for autism. Mike, oh, there it is. I think it went in. Cross your fingers. Mike, yes, I can. What I want to do first is see how it looks when I do this caboose. Nope, I moved it. When I do this caboose, ooh, it's still not dry, sorry. But once I do the caboose and see how it turns out, then you can let me know and I can do a boxcar. Like I said, I went out today. I've gotten a few people that have wanted cars. So I went out and bought some more cars. And like I want to show, that's one model that I'm going to do. And I've already painted over it white because it can't be shiny because I have to draw on it. This is another model. This one, I think you guys saw in the video, but now that the screen is better, it didn't work, Lee, okay. This one I'm just gonna do by myself, and then hopefully I can figure out bringing people in. Right now, those are the cars I have. This is the one that I finished up today. I have a couple of those already made. And Ray wanted me to do a caboose. So I've got the first layer of white paint on the caboose. And I'm gonna get that one done. So Mike, after you see what this looks like and turns out, then you can let me know if you still want one. Put link in, it will work. Okay. Yes, Mr. Ray. I'm learning. I thought actually, I called our internet provider for the building, because we have two separate internets, one for the house and a different provider for the building. And he said to get I think it was called a Cat 6 Ethernet cord, and attach it to the computer from the router. And that's what I did. So this is what I'm trying first before I go ahead and say, okay, it's not gonna work, I have to buy a new computer, because I really don't have the money to buy a new computer. And we want to do live. I ordered cameras. They're supposed to be in tomorrow, so that way we can have different cameras of the layout, because last time we went live, everyone said they really couldn't see the layout good. Ooh, that would be pretty cool, Wigwag. I thought about that for Dave, doing a slot car. You really don't have to order a plain white body. Some of these cars, and like the box car, I mean the caboose that I'm doing was gray. So it's just going to take a few layers of the white on it, but it holds up really good because then I put top coat on it. So I actually have done 3 of these. They take me each probably about 20 minutes to do. So it's really not hard. I've done them before. I just never thought of putting them on the layout, because, you know, we're not a typical HO layout. We have HO, we have O, we have Matchbox. We got all kinds of stuff. I have Giants on there. I have HO scale people. I have O scale people. It's just whatever makes us happy. I could do a video how we have internet from our house to the garage. Maybe it could help. Yeah, when I had this internet hooked up about a week and a half ago, the guy told us that it was strong enough to run an office. And so I went inside to the house where my husband and son play the new Diablo 5, I think it is, or whatever it is. And I said, hey, change it over from the internet in the house to the internet I had hooked up in the building. And the whole graphics changed. It was amazing how cool the graphics improved. So I was like, oh crap, so why am I not able to use it out in the building? And I'm thinking it's my computer. So I think my computer just can't handle the live stream enough to where I want it. My computer's like 3 years old, and from what I'm hearing, if it's more than like a year old, it's almost obsolete at that point. Yeah, Mr. Ray, yeah, that's what they said. It's the link. It won't work. Um, I don't know. And Lee, yeah, I might come on tomorrow onto yours and see if it works. I'm just not going to show my mug. Um, hey, Ducky. Thanks, honey, for coming in. But we'll see. I mean, this is, like I said in the descriptions, this is a test. This is only a test. Just to see if by myself it works. I know other people have live streams coming on. I don't want to step on their toes. And I know they don't mind because it's me. So, if I run into their time for 5 minutes, it's okay. I know they're not going to get mad. But I just want to see if this works, and two, to see if anybody out there can help me with something. I think you've seen my video yesterday that I did of Ray receiving some of the Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars. Hey, Jerry. It's working so far, but I can't get the link to work. But anyways, what I was saying, Eric over at ANCRR, an N-Scale and Life Journey channel. I know you guys know him. And his name is Eric. He has some health issues, and he lives in Ohio. I don't want to give his address out, but he made a video today. I'm swirling in my chair. Ooh, you see my colors? Okay, I see my chair moving. But he has, hey, there you are, Eric. Hey, I was just going to put it out there for you, buddy, that we have a lot of people in our community that live in Ohio. And you are in Ohio, am I correct, Eric? And needs some help. He has an appointment coming up, a medical appointment coming up, and he needs somebody to bring him to the medical appointment, kind of hang out for a couple hours and get him back home and get him settled. I told him to email me. It's about a 9-hour drive for me, but if it's an appointment that he absolutely has to get done, I will figure out a way to get up to Ohio. I'll take Ray with me and maybe meet up with some other people, make it a weekend thing. I don't know. I have a pretty flexible schedule. I probably would have to make it up there in about 2 days. I couldn't drive 9 hours straight because of my back. But I didn't know if any of our guys that live in Ohio could help out. And email or message Eric at ANCRR and N-Scale and Life Journey to see if we can get anybody in the Ohio area that's close to Eric to help out. If not, Eric, email me and I will see what I can do if it works out in my husband's schedule, just because of the farm animals we have. But he works at a gold mine, so he has like 5 days off, 4 days off, 5 days on, 4 days on. So I could work it out to where me and Ray could make a trip. But like I said, I would have to do the journey in a couple days. I can't do 9 hours straight. So that's what I'm asking for everybody in our community's help. Is there anybody that can help Eric out in Ohio? Take him to that very important doctor's appointment and stay with him for a couple hours. I will chip in for gas money and lunch if we can get somebody in Ohio to take him. If not, like I said, I'm going to see if me and Ray have to make the trip. Hey there. Oh God, see, I didn't practice. You said I sounded like a Yankee when I said it. Schuylkill Valley River? Schuylkill River Valley? See, I said it 2 or 3 times when I made your video. I didn't have a chance to do it here. But I hope I didn't screw it up bad. Schuylkill River Valley. Schuylkill River Valley. Hi. But yeah, that was my request. And I know we have people all over the country. But I do know a majority of people that live in Ohio that might be able to help. Hey, James. Ice cream time. What the heck? Where's mine? My husband's inside doing chicken tenders and french fries, I think. Hey. Close enough, Tammy. Okay, good. Thank you. Hello. Lashida? Did I say that right? I know you've made comments on our videos, and I greatly appreciate it. Oh, there's Ray. You gonna bend over so people can see you in the camera? You gotta bend over. Smile. No, bend over more. Just don't let one rip, okay, please? You're too close. There he is. There he is. Nice to meet you, too. Thank you for all your positive comments, Miss West.
Snowball.
Let's see. Does he live close to Toledo? Eric, are you still with us? Do you live close to Toledo? Or do you care if I say what city you live in? We're doing good. We're trying to figure out this live stuff. And so far, so good, as long as I'm by myself. He's in the Columbus, Ohio area. Hey, Wesley Jordan. Yes, Mr. James did a video. It was really cool. You got some really good stuff. Lee said hi, Ray.
Hey.
Everybody's seeing your mug now. I can't do no kidding, you can't do an Ohio, Mr. Ray. You live down here near us. Mr. Ray said, I can't. Okay. He said, I can't make the trip to Ohio, but if you go, I can feed the goats and maybe roast the pigs. Yeah. No, only pork chop. You can roast pork chop. Yeah, I've about had it with pork chop. Actually, I've had it with the 2 toddler dogs that we have between the Beagle and the German Shepherd. The German Shepherd's about 7.5 months and the Beagle's 6 months, and oh my Lord help me, Mr. Ray will tell you they drive me nuts. Bye, Tammy. Bye, Ray. Good talking to y'all. I'm listening in the back. You better be working in that train room. Schuylkill Valley. Huh? See? I know that. Oh, thank you so much. You like our videos. Are you dancing or are you trying to piss off Snowball? You're trying to piss off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dancing. Wigwag, I had asked if anybody in the Ohio area could help out someone in our train community get to a doctor's appointment and stay with them for a couple hours. So Eric, I hope some people rewatch this live since it's going halfway decent. And, you know, hopefully it will help.
Oh, we just
Ice cream done. Oh, great. Thanks, James.
I want just pray for him.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Eric? Bend over and say that to Eric.
I'm in my chair.
No, you can just say it to Eric.
Daddy, I hope I pray for you and your family.
Eric, Ray said he's going to pray for you, and hopefully this will help, and pray for the family. Very good.
I'm gonna make sure you do okay.
Yep, we're going to make sure he's doing good.
I hope you do okay.
Yep. He doesn't feel real great, but hopefully it will improve. Well, I am glad that this is somewhat working out for a second attempt of a live stream. I'm sure people are like, we're not going to even attempt to go in there. She's going to screw it up. Volume, it's going to lag. But I honestly think if down the road I invest in a better computer, I can't do laptops. I got fat fingers. I can't function with laptops. Maybe just like a motherboard I gotta get. Like I said, mine's kind of old. But I really wanted to get on here to promote these autism cards that I'm making. And when I get this caboose done, and you guys will get to see what that looks like. If you want them, just let me know. And really promote and put it out there that Eric, one of the guys in our community who's been very good to us and to Ray, needs help right now. He needs somebody to take him to a medical appointment. And like I said, if anybody in the Ohio area that's close to him will help out, I will help out with gas money. I will treat you guys to lunch. And I just know he really needs some help. And, you know, I don't ask much from people, but I'm asking for our community to get behind Eric and see if we can figure out how to help him out. And honestly, Eric, I love you, but 9-hour drive, buddy. Whew, that'd whoop my butt, but I would do it for you. Lee goes live tomorrow at 2 UK time, and it will be open panel if you want to come. Okay, and visit the show, Tammy and Ray. Okay, we will try, because actually my husband is off tomorrow, so I don't have to kind of babysit the toddler puppies. So I can be out in the building. And yeah, Mr. Ray, yeah, Mr. Ray will be back down here on Friday. But I'm glad this is working out. I just think I'm going to have a hard time bringing some people in. But if we can handle this, when I get my other cameras, we will be able to show Ray running trains. But this is pretty much, I might be able to move this around. I can't go far with the camera. And I'm using one of Nick's tripods that he made me in Fostoria to hold it right here. Yeah, Dwight. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Wigwag. You're going to check your schedule. Awesome. Dwight. I hope you can help tune ahead. You two are just, you're crazy. Dwight, I'm sending you tuna this time. And Wigwag, I'm sending you the cookies. I still think there's a crap load of cookies in those boxes, Dwight. I can't wait to see what's in there. But let me see what I can show you and see if it's a better view of Ray's layout. Oh, the camera is moving. Okay, that's one end of the dog bone. And yes, I have hand tremors, so if it shakes, I'm sorry. And no, you can't see. Oh, there you are. There you are. Is that you? Yep, that's you. There's Ray. But we'll get cameras set up in here. We'll get cameras set up. Don't worry about it. So that's pretty much what we were doing. I guess I will do it to where you can see Ray. There's Ray. Yes, funny, Mr. Ray, funny. Did you read that, Ray? Once you get the other camera set up, we may have to mute Ray's toot-toot.
Oh my God.
You gotta stand over there.
Jackie says,
Jackie, yep.
I go help to you.
Yeah, she's praying for Eric.
$100? I'm broke.
You gotta go over there so they can see you.
I said $100.
He said, $100, I'm broke.
$100 curry? I don't have much money.
Oh, don't cry. That's what the community's there for, Eric. You ask for help if you need it. Honey, if I lived closer, you know I would be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We would be there in a heartbeat. Lee, thank you. I think I'm going to try and get in there with you tomorrow. I just got to mentally remember. Write myself a note.
I'm gonna get the food.
Oh, you're going to go in and see if your food's ready? Okay, that'll be good.
You hungry?
Not right now. I'll eat in a little bit. He's going inside to get his food. He's starving. Wigwag, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And hey, like I said, if I can help out with gas, I'll help out with gas. And food, whatever. I don't know how far you are from them. But I did want to show you, and you are going to hear Snowball bark again when Ray comes in with his food. I want to show you how I do these autism cars. But let's see if I can move these ones that I've already painted. And that's still wet, so I can't do that one right now. I'm sure most of you have figured out, I'm learning how to lay track. And I'm doing decent. Mr. Ray comes down and I learn a lot from him, but my skill is in the craft part of it. I love making mountains. I love making tunnels. I love creating. I love kits. Now I don't like Walther's kits. Sorry. If you send them to me, it just give me a while to do it. I love, over in the UK, they have the Metcalf kits that come from the UK, and they're the photo and paper kits. I love those, and I've got a few of them on my layout. And I ordered 3 of them because one of our 4x8s that we are doing is going to be a surprise 4x8. Ray just came in. You don't have food. Where's the food? Is it not done yet?
No.
Okay, Dad cooking? Cool. Okay. And it's going to be a surprise on that 4x8. So I'm just waiting for some more kits to come in. And I've started building the other stuff that I need. But let me get back to this. Yes, Lee, you know I love those kits. I do. And, you know, Grace and Rob and who else, Lee? There's somebody else that likes to do them too. Lord Peter Webster, was he one that loves to do it too? All right, Wigwag, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you checking into that. Yeah, we're not going to stay on much longer because Ray just said our dinner's almost ready, but I want to just do a real quick to show you how I do these autism cars. And like I said, they're free. So if anybody, don't say your belly's rumbling. Go eat some cookies, because I know you can't have tuna. You better not have ice cream because James ate it all. Okay, so back to this. I'm going to kind of turn away from the chat, but hopefully I can do this with you guys seeing it. I sit there and first of all, these cars come in pretty shiny. So I put a flat paint on them, let them dry, and then I just make puzzle pieces. I get a fine tip marker and I go and just draw puzzle pieces. And then after I draw it, I have my palette of colors right here, which are the autism colors. And I get a fine tipped paintbrush and I color each individual puzzle piece. And literally I can do one of these cars in about 20 minutes. But I have wanted to do something on the layout to talk about autism, and I couldn't quite figure out what to do. And then I was like, oh crap, I mean, I've done them before, so, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make these autism cars, and if people want them, I will give them to them free. They just have to email us, and our link is in our bio, and I will send you an autism car painted, and then every time you see it, you can say, oh, that reminds me of Ray. And if not, it's perfectly fine too. I don't care. It's just something we like to do. And then I got to thinking today again, I kind of think I want to do a box car. So I told Ray, I said, is there a box car you're going to let Mom paint? Can you find me a box car and let me paint it white and see if I can do an autism box car? And then, you know, of course, my brain doesn't really shut down. I've been living with Ray too long. Mr. I'm going to be old. He calls me old. But it's pretty much just like this. I just draw on it. You know what, Jerry? I didn't even think of that. You might have given me another idea. Huh. Paint the side of a building. Wow. Okay. Yeah. For the first live, I'm doing good. Thanks, Mr. Ray. I think you're biased, though. Chocolatey Claire. Ray ain't getting a chocolatey Claire, Jackie. That's going to be me. If it has chocolate in it, he ain't getting it. Bye, Eric. I hope this live stream helps out and you get somebody to take you. But if not, email me and I'll try and figure something out. Love you, buddy. Yeah, like a mural. That's a pretty good idea. I didn't think of that. I can do that. Ray went back in. He's starving. It's not like I don't cook him breakfast and lunch and good grief. So he just went back inside to see if his dad has finished cooking. See, Jerry? He is giving me a break from cooking tonight because I wanted to try a live stream. Jerry gives me crap all the time about get those boys to do stuff for you. Or you're out in the building again. You're out in the building every day. Yeah, pretty much. You know, I don't go anywhere and I don't work because I do have 2 boys with autism. And Ray doesn't work either. Oh, here he comes. You get to show everybody on live stream. Look at that. Here he comes with his plate. You gotta bet. Look, no, Snowball's like, whoa, put it down on the floor. Chicken tenders and french fries. Oh, that shit smells good, Ray. Snowball's like, give me some of that. Okay, go sit. You're too close to me. That smells really good. Okay. But with me not working, and this past year I had a lot of medical stuff myself, that it was more my spine. I have spinal issues. And they put a plate and screws in my neck, and then they put what's called a spinal simulator on my spine. And so this past year, I haven't been able to rail fan. When Ray and I started this channel, we were primarily rail fanners. We went and chased trains. And Mom's a hot rod. I have a heavy foot, and we chase trains, literally. And when I started having some back issues, it was we couldn't come and go like we wanted to. You had Arby's, Randall? Really? Those curly fries, man. We don't eat out a lot because for the four of us, it's like $80 to eat out fast food. But anyways, getting back. See, you guys are just going to have my brain go in every different direction. We decided instead of putting money in the gas tank that we would invest in building a layout for Ray. Snowball, you're on camera begging for chicken tenders. So that's what we did. We have a detached building. It's a 2-bay garage. I asked Mr. Ray how big he thought it was, and I think he said like a 30 by 40, but it has heating and AC. It has a full bathroom. We got a couple refrigerators in it. And my husband, we were talking about we had already done 2. James McDonald's, all right, enough talking about food, or I'm just going to end the broadcast and go eat myself. But I had originally done, if you go back to some of our videos, I had done 2 4x8 sections using Snaptrack. And I had never done anything like it before. And what we did was fine. But I looked at it like, okay, I know I can do more than that. And so Mr. Ray tried to get a hold of us in the some live chat, and we got together and emailed, and he's like, where are you? And I told him Kershaw, South Carolina. And he's like, well, I'm in Waxhaw, North Carolina. I'm like, oh crap, that's like 30 minutes from us. And he's like, well, I can come down and help you. What do you need help with? And I said, I'm good with arts and crafts. I kind of know a little bit about laying flex track. We had used foam on our prior layouts. And it was like, okay, I've never used the cork board. It was always on that foam board. And I need help because it was Snaptrack. It wasn't the flex track. And I said, when you're talking about what Ray considers a big boy layout, I was like, whoa, that entails electricity. Mom cannot do electricity. I could attempt to do electricity, but I kind of still want the building standing. So Mr. Ray's like, I'll come down, I'll look at what you got. And I think this was probably, we were trying to figure it out the other day, maybe February, March. And I still had the 2 4x8 layouts that you see in our early YouTube videos. And my husband walked in, and he knows how neurotic I am, and was like, okay, why don't you just use the countertop? Well, the countertop had all his tools on it. You can see where the train is. That's just a countertop. Those did not have cabinets. It just had tools laying on them. And he's like, I'll take off a couple doors of the upper cabinets so Ray can display some of the engines that he was gifted by his best friend's father. Ray's best friend Bert passed away from COVID. And his dad wanted Ray to have all of Bert's trains, engines. Now, he got a crap load of them, but most of them are really old and they don't work. But we wanted to display them. So my husband took off some of the doors of the cabinet so we can display them. And then Mr. Ray came down and we talked about what we thought, and we asked Ray what he wanted, and this is how it all began. So that's just, it's hard when you're not live to explain all that to everybody, but that's where we are. And all right, bye. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we can do it again. Schuylkill River Valley. There you go. Yep. So it's one of those things. I am very, with Ray having autism and my other son Anthony having autism, and they're both on different ends of the spectrum, I have learned to multitask, and I'm pretty good at it. So I'm very organized. You have to be when you have kids on the autism spectrum. I'm very structured. My house is run very structured. And I was like, okay, we can do this. We can pull this off. But I need Mr. Ray to teach me some more. I had never used rail joiners. I had never put in the track nails. I never laid ballast. You know, look at, dang it, Snowball, you're eating before me. And bye, John. But it was just, Mr. Ray, I guess, just was this angel that I needed. And this is what we have accomplished, I want to say, since March. I would say March. I do work out here most of the time. I did take about 2.5 weeks off when I had my back stuff. Yep, started figuring out goofy track and wiring. But look at where we are now. Thanks to the community sending track part. Yes. That's true. Thank you, Mr. Ray, for reminding me. I was going to get to that, but you said it first. We did a YouTube video, just kind of, you know, we had done it before, and Ray is just an infectious person. He walks in the room and just the aura of the room changes. And I guess people just fell in love with him and knew that we didn't have much. What are you giving her? Yeah, big chicken tender. You might have to cut it up. She doesn't have much teeth left. She's eating it? Okay. And then we started getting packages in the mail. And I was like, oh my God, look at this. Look at this. And they're just like, we love Ray Smile. We love to make him happy. And this community has just been amazing. And that's the one reason that we give back also when we can. Is, you know, we appreciate everything everybody sends us. Ray knows everything people send him. He knows who sends it. He has a memory of an elephant. He doesn't forget a thing. And did you just burp? Yes, you did. Well, burp is better than the other one. And it's been an amazing journey. We love it. Initially, sad to say, I was one of those people that were like, okay, we got to get to 1,000. We got to get monetized because I'm having a really hard time finding Ray a job. Because on applications you have to put Ray has autism, and that's still a stigma over here in the States. They do not think these young adults have the capability to work. He is a hard worker. He worked for 3 years. He went to college, graduated high school, but we live in the country. I mean, it's 30 minutes to a grocery store for us. So the little places around here, and for a while, I was traveling 200 miles a day to bring him to his job, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So we made a deal with Ray that if he would help me out around the house and with the animals, and if I said, Ray, I need you to vacuum because I'm not feeling good, then we're not going to hurry up and get you a job. But you have to work around the house and help. And that's kind of where we are. So it was like my husband worked some overtime. He still works overtime for us to get some stuff. We need for the track, but then I'll say something and say, hey, we need something. Next thing you know, 2 days later, we're getting it in the mail. Jerry, we do. We had the ARC of South Carolina. We have Disabilities and Special Needs Board, and for some of you who aren't aware of what I have done is when Ray was diagnosed, Ray was a 24-weeker. He was born 16 weeks gestation. He was 1.5 pounds. And we had a lot of medical issues prior to him even getting diagnosed with autism at 3.5. When I have EMT background, he had a trach in for 3 years. Nobody in this area when we moved down here knew how to change a trach. They would just load me in the back of the ambulance and say, let her take care of it. And I would be doing it on the way up to Charlotte. But once Ray was pretty much medically settled, I decided that I was going to get trained in disability law and what it would take for Ray to be inclusioned with typically developing children. Because they initially wanted to have Ray in what's called a generic self-contained class. And that's just a class that has a bunch of people with different disabilities all crammed into one. And Ray, we never treated Ray like he has autism. He got disciplined like his brothers. Me and Philip were married prior. So I call him my son, but he's my stepson. He's in the military, stationed up in Alaska. But he was a year younger than Ray. And he wanted to do everything my other son did. And when we started kindergarten, we had an IEP meeting. I got trained in what the schools could do and what the schools couldn't do. And I showed up with the IEP meeting with my ducks in a row, and I sat at the head of the table, and I'm like, look, this is what I want for him. And if you're not willing to give it to me, then I will take you to court. And they gave me a run for my money, but initially we found a teacher that was willing to take a chance on Ray, and we never looked back. He was mainstreamed. He was the first kid in our county to ever be mainstreamed. And he loved it. He played, flag football at the rec center. And he was the first kid with a disability to play in the rec center in our area. And I had a fight with that too, because he passed the physical. So there was no reason why he couldn't. And just because you've never dealt with one, don't tell me he can't. I'm just not a mom like that. He went into middle school and he played on the middle school football team. He went out and played, he did the best he could, but they knew because everybody on that football team was friends with Ray. So, he was very protected. And so we did everything a typical run of the school did. And when it got to high school, in the area that we lived in, we had a principal that was just amazing, and he knew my reputation. And yes, I did have a reputation as, excuse my language, a bitch. But I fought for everything that I felt legally Ray was allowed to have. So if that ended up being my reputation, so be it. And he came up to me and said, they are already they didn't even know Ray, but they were already looking at putting Ray in a generic self-contained class in high school. And I'm like, are you serious? And he said, yeah, they know Ray, they know he can handle being in a regular classroom, but they're going to put him in a generic self-contained class. And I was like, no, I haven't done all this for them to now high school put him in a self-contained class. And I said, well, what school districts around would give him a shot? And he said, really, the only one is about 45 minutes from here. And I looked at my husband and I'm like, okay, well, we're moving. And he's like, all right, let's go. So we packed up and we moved to a different school district. We rented for a while, and he had the best high school experience of his life. He made so many friends. He walked the hallways. His brother, he did ROTC. His brother would get so mad because I'd give them allowance every week of like $20 to spend at like the school store. And Marshall would come back and he'd be like, it'd be a Tuesday, and he's like, Mom, I have no money left. I'm like, what the heck? And Ray's like, pulls out his $20 bill. And I'm like, huh? And Marshall looks at me, he's like, Mom, he gets all the girls to buy him everything. I said, what? And here's Ray just cheesing. And he's like, yeah, Mom, Ray can go up and say, I want a soda, or I want a cookie, or I want a smoothie, and all the girls buy him stuff. And I said, well, I guess you need to learn from your brother, because he's pretty smart. And he did football in high school. He did ROTC in high school. And then Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina, had a program for intellectuals that have some issues, and it was called the Think program. And they were mainstreamed with other college people, but they would have aides with them. And he graduated from a 2-year college of the Think program, but he also worked in the cafeteria. So, yeah, he worked there for 3 years. But then we bought the house out here in Kershaw, and it was a 2-mile day for me to take Ray back and forth to work. And, you still have companies out there that will not pay people with disabilities equal pay, unless you have an advocate. And Ray worked there for 3 years, and he was making minimum wage, which everyone's like, okay, that's cool. He lives at home. No, I don't care if he lives at home. I don't care if I pay his bills. He's a hard worker. He works 40 hours a week. He needs to make more than $7.25. So I had a meeting with his employer, and next thing you know, Ray's making $11 an hour. But 200 miles a day, that still didn't make it worth, me taking him. Yes, Ray had an IEP since he was 3 years old. But I pretty much controlled the IEP meetings. They didn't like me. I was not the person they wanted to see walk into an IEP meeting, because a lot of school districts just want somebody to have like a 30-minute IEP meeting, and mine would last about 3.5 hours. Because I knew the law. I knew what school districts were supposed to give the kids. But anyways, when we bought the house here in Kershaw, it wasn't worth me taking Ray back and forth 2 hours. So we did find him a job over in Kershaw, and he was doing some janitor work at an elementary school. And needless to say, we had some issues, some discrimination issues that came about. And, I'm 52. I wasn't ready to deal with all that again. I had been doing it since he was 3.5. And I could have done damage, but I was like, no, it's just not worth it. And I was going through my medical stuff, so I said, come on, Ray, you're done. I went there, and I said, he's done. He's not coming back. He doesn't need all this crap. And this is where we are. So we love our life. We're happy. Kyle, he is a smooth talker with the ladies. His brother Marshall in high school called him his wingman. He had more what you would call girlfriends than guy friends. All the girls wanted to help Ray. Ray played the card very well. But he, we're at home. We love what we're doing. I wish he has a lot of friends that he talks on Facebook with that still keep in touch with him from elementary school and high school. And he FaceTimes them. But this world's a crazy place now, And I'm okay that Ray's at home. I'm okay that Anthony's at home. Because it's a crazy world out there. And I know that I can keep him safe to the point of my best ability. I know I can keep him busy. I know I can keep him happy. And that's what we're doing. And that's why it's Mom and Son Train Railfans, because it's me and Ray. I think I'm going to end up having to put Mom and Son Train Railfans plus Mr. Ray. I haven't decided if I'm going to change that yet or not. But I think I might have to. But you guys are friggin' amazing. We have live streamed for an hour. I think we've hit 20 people in our live stream at one point. I know I'm probably stepping over somebody else's live stream, and I apologize. I'm going to give it a couple more tries. I want to hop on a couple live streams. Lee, probably yours, just to see if it is my computer, because I think I have enough. It's showing I have full band out here. So I'm going to go eat because now my train building smells like chicken tenders and french fries. But just to give you another real close, I did that. I drew out the car. It just has to be painted now. And I will do that later. But thank you. We have appreciated, and we appreciate every single one of you. You have touched our hearts. I appreciate that you guys adore my son. He is a good boy. He's a pain in the ass sometimes, but he is a good kid. Well, he's a good young man. And we really do enjoy sending out our monthly stuff. I know people say you don't have to, but we enjoy it, and it shows Ray we're giving back to the community. So if at any time anybody needs anything, our email is in the bio. You can get me by email. And our address. And please share this, or at least share that Eric needs some help. Eric needs transportation for anybody that lives in the Ohio area that's close to him. Reach out to him and see if anybody can help. But for now, we're going to sign off. And I might do another one come the weekend when our cameras come in. And Jackie and Lee and Mike and Mr. Ray and Kyle and every single person that has come in, we appreciate you all. Mike, awesome. You guys should be getting your monthly things that we sent out, which is a mugshot of Ray. No, it's a pretty good picture of him. He was happy with it. But he picks out what he wants to send. But, okay, guys. Thank you. And we will hopefully see you again soon. Bye. Say bye, Ray. He's in the recliner. Wiggle your toes so they can see your toes. Stretch out your feet. See, there's his foot. Yep, he's in the recliner. We're gonna do a Dwight. Bye. We love you, Dwight. Mr. Ray. Pretty much Mr. Ray said don't fart, Ray. He said he's not. All right. Bye, guys.